Hello, what is up YouTube? This is Connor Q100 and welcome back to my Christmas Advent Calendar series. I apologize for the fact that I've been behind on the number of days. Just that I've had some issues uploading. That background noise is actually my laptop. Its fans are going at full power as it's trying to upload the video that was supposed to go out yesterday, but didn't go out because I didn't have enough time to make it. Well, anyway, today is the 19th, so I'm going to be opening up box 19. Let's see what is in here. It's hard to hold an iPhone and open something up at the same time. Let's see, what are we building? Oh, I see. It's one of those sand speeders, I think. Yeah, there's so many different types of speeders in Star Wars. I can never figure out, which one is which. Anyway, I will show you guys when it is completed. Alright, so here is that speeder. I think it might be, this particular speeder might be the ones used on Endor, perhaps, in the 6th movie, in Return of the Jedi. So I think that's what it's supposed to be. It's got, it's got a nice Christmas touch to it. It's got a Christmas present in the back in a little Santa bag. Pretty practical, I guess. You can put a minifigure on it, which is nice. I haven't tried that out yet. I wonder what that looks like. Well, that kind of just looks silly, but yeah, that does not look to scale at all. Well, it's it's a nice build for a LEGO Star Wars Christmas Advent Calendar. Anyway, let's go on to some gaming footage. So see you then. And welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. So this is what we're going to be playing today. Last time, my satellite didn't make it to, well, it made it to space, but it didn't get into orbit because we ran out of fuel. So today, I'm going to change that rocket so that hopefully it will have enough fuel. So let's go ahead and do that now. So instead of taking the whole thing apart and working from the ground up, I think I can just modify it somewhat. And I don't know what's happening here. And I've got a spinning beach ball of death. That's always fun to see. Alright, well, let's load up the Mercury, I think it was. Alright, so this was the rocket that couldn't. The little rocket that couldn't. So, I think I'm gonna just cut until I've finished modifying this rocket. So, through the power of video editing, this will all be done in a couple of seconds. Alright, and we are back with the Mercury Mark II. There we go. Alright, so this is the Mercury Mark II. Quite a big difference over the first model, of course. There's just a few things that I have to do. I have to get the... where are they? Oh, you know what? No, that's going to be too complicated. I was going to say we could get some wings. But, those are kind of in the way. Alright. Where is... Ah, here they are. Okay. So... we're just gonna need 2 of these. and put them there. And I think that is it. Yeah, we don't need any more struts. Yeah. So, what I've done is I've found this nice little stack bicoupler, which allows you to put 2 rows of engines, well, fuel tanks and engines. And so that should give me a lot more power and get me off the ground a lot faster. I also added some flashlights. I added a small little thruster and a small little fuel tank for my satellite, just in case I want to maneuver it around a little bit after it decouples from the service module, I guess I'm calling it. So yeah, there's some lights here, so I can view my craft in the dark. And that's about all the changes that I've done. So, let's save this guy and try it out. I feel much more confident about this rocket, but I don't know if it's more cost efficient. I didn't really check the numbers. So, maybe later I'll go back and see if it's any more cost effective. Okay, so lights, turn on, beautiful. Oh wait, oops, these need to go down here. There we go. Full power, and launch. Well, that was a little faster. I mean, you know, could be worse, I guess. We are going quite fast now, so hopefully this time we have enough fuel to go to space. And it looks like we're accelerating pretty quickly now. So I designed this rocket to be more practical, I guess. I think it has less fuel than Sputnik because it had 4 solid rocket boosters, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know how expensive those are. Like I said, I've never tried science mode or career mode because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have much fun playing those modes. So we're getting up there pretty quickly, I think. Whoa, what did I just do there? Yeah, that's better. Okay. So we're definitely going a lot faster than we were last time because we have double the engine power. And so yeah, I think we're gonna do a lot better this time. I think we're gonna get this into orbit. Let's cross our fingers. So it looks like we're getting to the upper atmosphere. And I think we're about in space right now. There's actually a mod for Kerbal Space Program that just takes the game and puts it in our actual solar system. Because KSB is a bit inaccurate. For example, you know, the planet Kerbal is very small compared to Earth, and it has a very thin atmosphere compared to Earth. So that mod gives it a bit, makes it a lot more challenging, but you feel like it's a lot more realistic, because it is. So once I drain out all this fuel, I'll dump these 2 fuel tanks, and we'll continue on our way. And we've almost reached a point where we can start supporting our rocket in the right direction for an orbit. And we are going more than 1,000 meters per second. That is quite fast. Alright. Where do we want to orbit from? Let's go about here, since why can't I see? I had this problem before. I cannot see how far away I'm from Kerbal now when I put this cursor over my orbit pattern. Oh well. Let's go about there. So in 36 seconds, we'll burn and hopefully get into orbit. Oh, you know what I need to do is extend my solar panel. There we go. And go. Alright, let's check the map. Looking good. So we should have this one in the bag. Hopefully. I think we have enough fuel this time. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't know. I mean, getting into orbit does take longer than I always think it does. But we're getting close. Once our prograde vector lines up with where we're actually pointing, then we should be good to go. Alright. See. Oh, we barely have any fuel left. Wow. Okay. That shouldn't be dropping. I would hope not. So... Now we could either increase our distance from Kerbal, or we could keep it at 91,000 meters. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at 90, since Sputnik is at 80. So then we'll just kind of have a gradient of 10,000 meters. And let me think here. Yeah, so Sputnik will be going faster than the Mercury because we're farther away from Kerbal in terms of our radius to Kerbal. So everything seems fine and dandy. At least we did it this time. And that cut it quite close. There's maybe like 4 pixels of fuel left. So, oh, is that Sputnik out there? No, that must be the rest of the rocket. Where's that? Our station, our space station. I mean, not space station, our program station. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Ooh, I love this when the sun disappears behind Kerbal. It's so nice. Among other things, this game gives you kind of a good view of what astronauts see. You know, even got the lens flare going on from the sun. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Sun's gone. Then you have this blue glow on the edge uh, of Kerbal's atmosphere because the sun is shining on it. So I think I'm just gonna wait until I get to my periapsis and then decrease my apoapsis. Alright, in 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That should start decreasing. Yep. Then we want to get it to 90,000 meters. Well, I think that's pretty close. That's a near perfect orbit. But we can do better. Alright, and go. Whoa. Well, I can live with that. That's only a difference of 1 kilometer. Well, this is our second satellite that we've got into orbit. And just barely by the looks of how much fuel I had left. Although I do have some fuel here that's actually attached to my satellite. So let's go ahead and jettison from this. And say goodbye to our service module there. Yeah, it has this dinky little engine. So in case I wanted to adjust this in the future, I could. Well, now that we've done that, we can start doing some science. Let's see, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't do a barometer right now because there's no pressure in outer space. What about, let's log the temperature. Transmit it. And what do we get? I guess it won't tell me. What's this? Can we do anything with this? Now that's a... Can we? Yeah. Okay, so seismic accelerometer can't do. I know this gravioli detector, though, we can use. Come on. Let's log that gravity data. This takes a while to log. It's a bit more information. And almost there. Alright, so we have the data for that. Okay, well, I think that about covers it for this satellite. So we've got a second satellite that's a lot more practical, has a lot more scientific instruments on it than Sputnik does, because I was just trying to build Sputnik as historically accurate as possible. So yeah, I think that was a mission success. Mercury Mark II did it. Let's go back to the Space Center. So I think we have time to build one more rocket. Anyway, let's warp the time if we can. Alright. Oh, you can actually move the view around. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's go back to the vehicle assembly building. And I think it's time that we landed the probe on the moon. On the mun, I should say. As I think it's pronounced. So, again, with the magic of video editing, I will create a rocket that will send a satellite to orbit the moon in just a few seconds. So I'm just noting the cost. So Sputnik was a cost of 24,820 whatever, and Mercury Mark 1 was 48,802, and Mercury Mark 2 was 52,367. So the Mercury Mark 1 and 2 are both much more expensive than Sputnik. So I guess I failed in that regard. But you know what? I got a practical satellite up there, regardless of how expensive it was to send it up there. Alright, so this is what I came up with. I call it the Luna Mark 1. And I pretty much used the same satellite design, but I changed the stages quite dramatically. So, that's what I did. And I'm going to leave it there, because I think this episode has gone long enough. Anyway, next episode, I will launch this, and we will get a satellite orbiting the moon, hopefully. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.